Good morning, kangaroos. How are you guys today? So this week, Miss Parrish and I had to go to school for just a little bit to do some work on your art show. Do you remember when you made all those wild things? So I decided to read to you today where the wild things are. And later this week, you will get a video and you'll be able to see your wild things again. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Book bodies. Where the Wild Things Are. Story and pictures by Maurice, Sendak. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind. And another. Look at Max chasing his dog. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." And he was sent to bed without eating anything. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew. And grew. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines, and the walls became the world all around. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through day and night. And in and out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are. Do you remember that one? Some of you made that one. Ooh, some of you made that one too. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, what did they do? They roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Till Max said, do you remember what Max said? Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. And made him king of all wild things. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." You guys can make up your words for these pages. You can be the author. What about this page? If you were the author, what would you say? Oh, and this one. "Now stop," Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely, and he wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up, we love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. And sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day. And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. still hot. We loved sharing that book together, and I love that you can share it now here. So you can roar your terrible roars and gnash your terrible teeth and have a wild rumpus. Have a great day. I wish you well.